The topic is the flow of energy through an ecosystem. Quick overview. We're going to talk about energy flow, food chains, food web, and food pyramids. Alright. Everything begins with the sun. The sun provides energy for all organisms. It provides direct energy for organisms like grass, plants, things like that, trees that can use photosynthesis and create their own energy from the sun. Alright, that energy that they create, they use most of it and they save a little bit. That little bit that they save, it can be passed on to other organisms that might eat the grass. Like, for instance, a rabbit. The rabbit uses the most of its energy that it gets, and it stores a little bit. That little bit that the rabbit stores is passed on to animals that might eat a rabbit or a rodent or things like that. Snakes. Okay, snakes get the energy that is stored in rabbits or other things that they eat. That same energy is being passed on from the rabbit to the snake, and is also going to be passed again to whatever next order consumer that eats the snake. The snake ate the rabbit ate the grass. The grass was the producer. Okay, since the rabbit ate the grass, the rabbit is the primary consumer. Since the snake ate the rabbit, the snake is the secondary consumer. And what's going to eat the snake? A hawk. So the hawk would be a tertiary or a third order consumer. Alright, we just gave examples of animals, different organisms. Humans fall into this energy pyramid as well. We are also tertiary consumers, usually at the top of the food chain. We eat things like meat, eggs, or these kind of eggs. So we don't just eat one thing. We have a different variety of what we can eat or like to eat. And animals are the same way. The energy pyramid we've been talking about, at the very bottom level, you have the producers, where you have the majority of the energy available. And then as you go up, the energy is lost. And you have the primary consumers lose more energy, secondary consumers, and lose even more energy, tertiary consumers. So the tertiary consumers have a lot less available energy than all the other levels. Here's a simple food chain. The energy that the grass has, they got it from the sun. It passes on to the grasshopper. The grasshopper passes its energy on to the frog. The frog passes its energy on to the snake. The snake passes its energy on to the hawk. That's a simple food chain. You have one organism representing each trophic level. They represent producers, represents primary consumers, secondary consumers, and this right here, well, these two are secondary consumers, and this is the tertiary consumer. Alright, remember earlier I talked about the man that was able to eat, meat or eggs or whatever he felt like eating. He had different options. A food web is a interconnected food chain. Instead of having just a single food chain where you go from grass to rabbit to fox, you can go from grass to rabbit to hawk or owl. Okay, you can go from grass to mouse to fox, grass to mouse to snake, just different options. So a food web is an interconnected food chain. Okay, it's multiple food chains connected, and it shows the different possible sources of energy for different organisms. This guy probably doesn't eat too much meat. He probably eats more, vegetables, or drinks most of his nutrients because he doesn't have many teeth. Here are the credits for the pictures that I used. Each link will take you directly to the web-based picture that I used. Alrighty, thank you.